And how's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest and the greatest gaming news. Today I have a small but very interesting and important discovery related to the Elder Scrolls 6, and I say that this discovery is related to the Elder Scrolls and not Starfield because it is accepted by the majority of the community that Starfield is basically done on the development side of things and has moved over to the bug testing and playtesting phase, which Starfield probably needs extra time in, seeing how it's supposed to be one of Bethesda Game Studios' most ambitious games ever, and we know their regular games tend to be buggy, so that means Starfield could definitely use as much bug testing as possible. And this discovery is pretty important because it does showcase that Bethesda Game Studios is yet again listening to what the community has been calling out as being the major weak points in their games. That seems to be the trend lately, which is great because if Bethesda Game Studios can improve upon what their known weaknesses are, then that only means great things for their future, for both Starfield and the Elder Scrolls 6. And like I said, this discovery is most likely for the Elder Scrolls 6 because it relates to a job posting on the development side of things, and this job posting is unlike any other kind of job posting that I've seen before from Bethesda Game Studios. This isn't a repeat at all, this is a brand new job posting, at least from my experience, and as always, we're going to break all of this down together. That way you can have all the links and stuff to verify all this information for yourself if you choose to. And we're going to start our adventure right here, and what this is the list of the most recent job postings by ZeniMax or Bethesda Game Studios within the last 3 days, and the most recent one is the one that we're going to be breaking down in today's video, which is already highlighted right here, for an AI programmer, and it is for Bethesda Game Studios in Rockville, Maryland, so it is for their single player side of things, meaning Starfield and the Elder Scrolls 6, and not Fallout 76 or some other kind of game, because if this was for Bethesda Game Studios in Austin, I would say it could be for maybe Fallout 76 or anything else, because we do know that Bethesda Game Studios in Austin are working on a new unannounced game, which I believe is going to be Spy Team or potentially Giant Monster News, but I still think this game, whatever it is going to have heavy online elements. But this AI programmer job listing is for Bethesda Game Studios in Rockville, Maryland, so because of that, and because of reasons I listed earlier in the video that kind of nullifies that this would be for Starfield, I believe this would be for the Elder Scrolls 6. And another small but important piece of evidence to support the fact that this job posting would be for the Elder Scrolls 6 is because long ago, I believe in 2018 or early 2019, Pete Hines and Bethesda Game Studios in general gave us the timeline for their future games, and they very plainly showed us that the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to come out after Starfield. So with all that in mind, that's even more evidence that this job posting would have to do with TES 6. And before I give you my full breakdown on why I think this is great for the Elder Scrolls 6, let's head over to the ZeniMax official website to break down the official source for this job listing. You can see it's right here at the beginning again, and again it's for Rockville, Maryland, and let's go ahead and read the overview real quick. It says Bethesda Game Studios is looking for a talented, experienced AI programmer to join our team that is pushing the bleeding-edge AAA game development for PC and consoles. In this role, the AI programmer will develop AI and related technology for the game industry's most advanced engine technology. The responsibilities will include partner with engineering, design, and art teams to define, create, and polish AI systems and behaviors, partner with design and art teams to design, implement, and polish AI unit types, partner with design team to define and create test maps, and develop support for tools necessary to support advanced AI development. And like I said, this job posting is super interesting because I've been paying attention to Bethesda Game Studios job postings over like the last 3 years at least, and I don't believe I've seen an AI programmer job posting exactly like this one before. I think I might have seen something related to AI like a couple times over the years, but based upon what Todd Howard has been saying in his recent interviews since the Microsoft and Bethesda acquisition was announced, it seems like artificial intelligence in particular is going under a huge overhaul right now by Bethesda Game Studios internally, and that is a great sign as that has been one of their major weaknesses in their games over the years. Imagine a Bethesda Game Studios game world with all like the attention to detail in the actual world itself, all those noteworthy landmarks, and just the general vibe and experience that we know and love from Bethesda, where we can get lost just exploring the game world, but combine that with great artificial intelligence and NPCs that live very realistic lives, unlike we've ever seen in Bethesda Game Studios games or even RPGs before. And Bethesda Game Studios would definitely have to step up its artificial intelligence game because CD Projekt Red got a lot of funding from the Polish government to specifically work on AI for the NPCs in their games, so we all know Cyberpunk 2077 and future Witcher games and whatever else CD Projekt Red is going to be working on will have some very advanced artificial intelligence, or at least it better based upon the amount of money that they got from the government. environment. And the qualifications have a couple other interesting things that I want to point out here as well. They want you to have background in working with AI NPC navigation, collision, and physics systems, and the ability to work with new implementations into the game engine and into a game system from basically scratch from the ground up to completion. So it's obvious that they're going to be implementing some things we never have seen before in Bethesda Game Studios games, and the physics and collision systems in particular seem to be one of the things that are going to be overhauled and will get extra love and attention, just like the artificial intelligence and NPCs in general. And this makes sense because based upon other statements from Todd Howard and other discoveries on LinkedIn and stuff recently, it seems like Starfield and the Elder Scrolls 6 will have the biggest cities ever, bigger than anything we've seen from Bethesda Game Studios, and these cities and their inhabitants will live realistic lives and will make the world feel like an ever more immersive and realistic place. So based upon all that, based upon previous statements from Bethesda, previous discoveries on LinkedIn, and now this job posting right here, I am super hyped to see just how truly next gen, the next generation of Bethesda Game Studios RPGs will feel. As I've said countless times in the past, and in this video even, Bethesda Game Studios seems to know exactly what they're lacking in terms of their development and in terms of the weak points of their games, and they're going all out to accommodate and fix those weak points, and that just gets me so hyped because they already have their world design knocked out of the park. Maybe there's a couple things they can work on in terms of their cities, but it seems like they're already working on that too. So combine that with this artificial intelligence stuff and just NPCs in the Elder Scrolls 6 that feel more realistic and believable than ever before. I just can't even sleep anymore. I am so hyped for this game that we don't even know when it's gonna come out. I'm not gonna sleep between now and 2028 until the Elder Scrolls 6 is in my hands. Sorry guys, I'm gonna go crazy over the years now because of lack of sleep. I'm just kidding. I just am so hyped to see what Bethesda Game Studios has going on behind closed doors right now. I'm sure we're gonna get a big slice of this next gen greatness in Starfield as well, but keep in mind this AI programmer job listing almost certainly has to do with the Elder Scrolls 6 and not Starfield, because I believe Starfield is in the final testing phases before it gets released in November of 2021, but that's my speculation estimation. As always though, what I want to know is, what do you think about this job listing? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoy the content, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss the latest uploads. And as always, this video is brought to you by the following amazing people. If you want to get a video shout out like this, you can support the channel over on Ko-fi, Patreon, or here on YouTube as an exclusive channel member. Links for all of this and more are down in the description below, and as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time, when the artificial intelligence in the Elder Scrolls 6 is so advanced that every NPC achieves Kim at the same time, becomes sentient, and escapes the confines of the game. Ooh.
It just works.